This is the Heavy Hitter Club channel. What's up, everybody? I am going to discuss 5 ways in which ChatGPT 4 is supposed to be better than its predecessor, ChatGPT 3.5. So, the biggest change to ChatGPT 4 is said to be the ability to work with photos that users upload. However, as of this recording, as of this video, ChatGPT 4 has not made it, or OpenAI has not made that ability available to people in Costa Rica, and that's the country where I live. So I don't know. I can only tell you what was shown during a presentation, and what they did, what the user actually did was upload a drawing and show how that drawing could be turned into a functional website in minutes. The picture was uploaded into ChatGPT 4, and then the code was pasted into a preview, and it showed how it could become a working website, which is just, I mean, imagine the time that you can save if you're a web designer, if you can just draw pictures or produce pictures or take pictures that the client gives you and produce a working website. Now, in the announcement, OpenAI also showed how ChatGPT was asked to explain a joke. It was given a series of images, and one of the images featured a smartphone with the wrong charger. And it described why it was funny. Now, it might not sound like much of a joke or not very difficult to understand, but the fact that it could dissect a joke. This is one of the most complicated things that artificial intelligence tools can do, because it needs context, and the context is difficult to pick up. And here's ChatGPT 4 picking up the fact that the smartphone had the wrong charger. There was another test by the New York Times that showed ChatGPT 4 a picture inside a refrigerator and prompted it to come up with a meal based on the ingredients. Now, again, I don't know if the photos feature is live yet. It's not live in Costa Rica, but it's said that OpenAI will be rolling it out. The next feature, which makes this version of ChatGPT better than its predecessor, is that the coding has been made even easier. Your coding has become, I'll say, simplified. So some of the early GPT-4 users who have little to no coding knowledge have been able to create games such as Tetris, Pong, and Snake after simply following step-by-step instructions that they were given by the software. Others have made their own original games. GPT-4 can write code in all major programming languages. This, according to OpenAI. So what OpenAI says is that the powerful capabilities of GPT-4 will be used for everything from storyboarding to character creation to gaming, content creation, and so on. This was from Arun, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, but he's an analyst at Gartner Research. He went on to say this could give rise to more independent research and more independent gaming providers in the future. So beyond the game, GPT-4 and other models can be used for creating marketing content around game previews, generating news articles, and even moderating game and discussion boards. So imagine artificial intelligence moderating a discussion board. This is to me a wow thing. Similar to gaming, GPT-4 could also change the way perhaps people develop apps. So one user on Twitter said that they had done a simple drawing in minutes, and then another claimed that he or she had coded an app that recommends 5 new movies every day, along with providing trailers and details on where to watch them. Pretty cool. So coding is like learning how to drive, says Lian Su. As long as the beginner gets some guidance, anyone can code. As long as you can get some guidance, anyone can drive, or practically anyone. So yeah, AI can be a good teacher if you follow the instructions provided by the teacher, of course. Another way that ChatGPT 4 is better is in passing tests with flying colors. AI says that the update is less capable than humans in many real-world scenarios. Um, that it exhibits human-level performance on various professional and academic tests. The company said that ChatGPT 4 recently passed a simulated law school bar exam with a score around the top 10% of the test takers. Now, by contrast, ChatGPT 3.5 scored around the bottom 10%. So that's a I mean, the chasm in the improvement, the gap is really worth noting, going from bottom 10 to top 10%. The the latest version also performed really strong on the LSAT, the GRE, SATs, and many of the AP exams. This is according again to OpenAI. So in January, ChatGPT had also made headlines for its ability to pass prestigious graduate level exams, right? I don't know if you guys remember that. The University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business exam, but it didn't get high marks, or not particularly high marks. The company said it spent months using the lessons from its testing program and ChatGPT to improve the system's accuracy and ability to stay on topic. It's also supposed to provide more precise responses. So compared to the prior version, GPT-4 is able to produce longer, more detailed, and more reliable written responses according to the company. The latest version can now give responses up to 25,000 words, which is up from about 4,000. This I've seen in my own testing in ChatGPT 4, and we'll get into that in other videos. In this video, I just want to discuss the differences between the previous version and the version 4, which we now have. So from 4,000 to 25,000 words is the difference now, and it can provide detailed instructions for even the most unique scenarios. So whether you're talking about cleaning a piranha in Spanish, whether cleaning that fish tank to extracting DNA from a strawberry, imagine that. One of the early users said it provided in-depth suggestions for pickup lines based on a question listed on a dating profile. So the gamut of things that ChatGPT 4 can do is limitless. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to your imagination and what use you put it to. It can also streamline work. It can also streamline work across various industries. So Joshua Browder, the CEO of legal services chatbot Do Not Pay, said his company is already working on using the tool to generate one-click lawsuits to sue robocallers. In early indication of the vast potential for ChatGPT 4 to change how people work across industries. So he says, imagine receiving a call, clicking a button, call is transcribed, 1,000-word lawsuit is generated. GPT 3.5 was not good enough, but GPT-4 handles the job really well, according to Browder. Meanwhile, the CEO of the dating site Keeper said his company is using the tool to better match its users. Now, again, according to Sue at ABI Research, it's possible that we'll see major investments in connected car dashboards, remote diagnosis in healthcare, and other AI applications that were previously not possible. And of course, to put this all in perspective, it's still a work in progress. The company has made vast improvements to its AI model. GPT-4 has similar limitations to all of the previous versions. OpenAI said the technology lacks knowledge of events that occur before its dataset cuts off, which is September 2021, and does not learn from experience. It can also make reasoning errors, very simple reasoning errors, and it can be overly gullible in accepting obvious false statements from a user. Double check your work, man. This is what I'm telling you. Always double check. Always edit. always take a look at what you're getting before you go implement, before you do anything else. You have to look at it. You have to look at what it is that you're doing. You have to look at what you're using. If the company's telling you to that you should double check your work, it's for a reason. Now, someone also said, let's not forget that AI models aren't perfect. They can produce inaccurate information from time to time and be black box in nature. But for now, OpenAI said that GPT-4 users should exercise caution and use great care, particularly when the stakes are high. This to me is obvious. I don't know about you guys. The gains are great. It's gaining leaps and bounds. So in the entrance exam, from the bottom 10 to the top 10, is amazing. But the higher the stakes, the greater the care that you should take, especially if you're using this for anything that goes outside of your testing model. If you're any of you doing client work, any of you building websites, any of you doing if you're using it to profit, whatever it is that you're using it for, double check. You don't want to deliver something that's faulty and have it come back on you. That's it for now on what the company announced as improvements. The only one that I have personally seen is the ability to handle 25,000 words as opposed to 4,000, which was the limit in the previous model. That is the only one that I have actually seen. But guys, let me know. Let me know what you've seen. Let me know what improvements you've made or what strides you've made in your GPT-4 uses. Let me know. I'm really interested in your opinion and what you think. So, for now, I'm just going to say see ya. This is the Heavy Hitter Club channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell.